The inaugural session will start very soon. All the dignitaries and participants are joining. Please hold a moment. Indranil sir,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Available.
sir, can I start? Can I start, sir?
Yes, sir. You can start. You can invite principal to talk, and you can start.
Sir, can you please switch on your camera? Very good evening, sir.
Yeah. Good evening, sir. I have started the recording. You can proceed.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. All the dignitaries and participants have joined, and many of joining now. Now I invite our principal, Dr. K. Jagadish Babu Garu, Principal, St. Anne's College of Engineering and Technology, to address the participants. Sir, Jagadish Babu, sir.
Yeah, very good evening, Dr. Praveen Kumar.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Very good evening to the respected head of the Department of CSC IoT, Dr. S. Indranil Garu, coordinator of this program, and the co-coordinator of this program, Dr. Venkata Praveen Kumar Uppala, and all various participants from different colleges. Very good evening. Firstly, I would like to congratulate the Department of CSC IoT and the coordinator, Dr. S. Indranil Kumar Garu, and the co-coordinator, Dr. V. Praveen Kumar Garu, for getting this online ATAL FDP program on forensic cybersecurity concept, research, trends, process, challenges, policy, and compliance. So as indicated, this is a 1-week FDP program conducted in online from 10th November to 15th November. I am very glad to convey that for this online ATAL FDP program, more than 150 participants they have registered. It's a very good number. Actually, as per the requirements of conducting this online ATAL FDP program, we need only 100 participants. But here we are getting more than 150 participants. So here I have to appreciate and congratulate both the coordinator as well as co-coordinator of this ATAL FDP program. So this forensic cybersecurity, it is one of the latest trends where almost all the engineers should have some awareness on this particular concept. So I hope in this program, the participants are going to get the concepts both in a broad way as well as in the depth. They are going to get some knowledge about these cybersecurity concepts. This concept, it is nowadays, it's playing key role, especially because nowadays we are coming to know there are many unfortunate cyber crimes that are taking place in almost all the sectors, starting from a common people to even highly reputed officials. Almost all every day in India itself, thousands of such cases are getting recorded. So as a cybersecurity engineer, it is our responsibility to hold this problem or to suggest some remedies how we can rectify this problem. In our college also, under this Department of CSC and IoT, we have conducted many workshops, especially on this cybersecurity concept. And also recently also the police department, DSPs are CA and SA also, they have visited our campus and they have also given some awareness to this concept of cyber security. So from this we can understand this subject is how much important to both common people as well as the technical people, because this concept of cyber security is throwing challenge. So whenever we are coming with a solution to the problem, in the next day another problem is arising in some corner of our country in a different form. So definitely it is our responsibility to put some check to this problem. I'm very glad to convey that for this program, all the resource persons are highly experts, and also we have invited some international resource persons also for this program. So I hope definitely by attending this 1 week online FDP, all the participants, they are going to get some awareness, some knowledge on this concept of forensic cyber security. So before concluding, my heartfelt congratulations and thanks to the coordinator and the co-coordinator, and also all the participants will have a great time in attending this FDP program. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you, Dr. Praveen.
Thank you, sir.
Sir,
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Dr.
Sir.
Indranail, sir, HOD, sir.
Sir, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. If possible, can you switch on your video?
Yeah, definitely, sir.
Yeah, please. Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Yeah.
Good evening, sir.
So, it's a nice,
Good evening.
nice introduction from our college principal, Dr. K. Jagdish Babu garu. So, I thank very much for your valuable time and participating in the inaugural session, sir. Now, I want to just briefly introduce the sessions and the content being covered in this total 6 days FDP, and the names of some resource persons who are handling the sessions. Briefly, I want to just give the details of the 6-day workshop. And for totally, we are going to conduct 13 sessions, sir, for this particular 6-day workshop. So, in the day one, we are having in the day one session, we are having the professional from HCL IT Technologies, HCL Technology Solutions, NAGARJUN Yadav. He will be taking care of the first session as well as second session from 6:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. today. And similarly, on the day two, we are having the resource person from Emphasis. Okay, so he is Subramaniam. He is vice president from the Emphasis. He is going to handle the sessions on day two, sir. That is session 3 and session 4. And on day 3, we'll be having the session from the US, the Gudipati Vinay. He is an expert in this particular cyber field, and he will be handling the sessions, one session on day 3, sir. On day 4, so on day 3, second session will be handled by the associate professor from Ramachandra Engineering College, Narendra Garu. He is the HOD of IoT department as well as associate professor. He will be handling the day 3, session 2, sir. And day 4 on session 7 and session 8 will be handled by one retired professor. He is already having a rich experience in this particular cyber forensics, sir. His name is Ishwar Sai Prasad, CH Ishwar Sai Prasad. He is the retired assistant director from Central Forensics Laboratory. So he is going to give the valuable session on this day 4, that is session 7 and session 8. And similarly, one more resource person we are having from Dubai. So he is from Emirates, Dubai. His name is M. Kasi Viswanath. He is the senior data engineer who is from the Emirates, the NBD, Dubai. And he will be handling the sessions on day 5, sir. That is session on Saturday. That is last day, day 6, sir. Sai Satish, he is the CEO of Indian Servers from Vijayawada. So he is having rich experience. He has already organized a lot of cybersecurity related workshops. He is in the government. He is going to make some threat analysis for the government related organization, computing systems also. So he's having rich experience in that field. And the last day he will be giving that two sessions. And one more session will be there in the last day, that is going to be handled by G. Suresh Babu. He is from industry again, Wells Fargo. He is working in Wells Fargo. He is having the rich experience in the same domain. So he will be handling the last session. And with all this, after 13 sessions, we'll be having an inaugural meeting along with the test. We'll be organizing one test, sir, for the participants based on the knowledge they have gained for all these particular 6 days. It is mandatory for all the participants to take the test, and the marks also will be uploaded into the ATAL portal. So based on which they will be issuing the certificate. So along with this, a feedback form will be shared and this feedback form is also mandatory for all the participants to fill the form, because that also should be uploaded for the ATAL portal. So in order to have a continuous learning process, every day attendance will be recorded from all the participants. It is mandatory for all the participants to attend for all the sessions for 6 days. So based on the attendance, based on the test, and based on the feedback they have filled, the certificate award procedure will be carried on. So it is mandatory for all the participants, in order to get the certificate, they should be filling the feedback form, they should take the test, and they have to participate in all the sessions throughout your 6 days. So everyday attendance will be recorded, sir. We have already created a WhatsApp group in order to have a smooth communication among for the participants and resource persons separately. So participants need to follow that WhatsApp group regularly for any updates. So every day we'll be sharing information in order to collect the attendance or any other related information that should be shared based on the request from the resource persons through the same WhatsApp group. So kindly, I request all the faculty participants who are coming from all parts of the country, from various prestigious engineering colleges, all of you please follow that WhatsApp group and regularly take the updates given from the session and the resource persons also. So with all this information, I want to hand over my session to Dr. V.V. Praveen Kumar. So he will be introducing the today's resource person, NAGARJUN Yadav, who is from the HCL Technologies. So please, Dr. V.V. Praveen Kumar, please introduce the today's resource person, sir.
Sir, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Today's resource person is Dr. V. Nagarjuna Yadav, sir. Dr. V. Nagarjuna Yadav has completed his BE in Information Technology from Usmania University in 2008 and obtained his MTech in CSE from the specialization of Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning. And he did his PhD in the year 2024 from Annamalai University. He has more than 15 years of experience in IIT and has worked with leading organizations such as Mapples, CSE, Netcracker. He is currently working as a senior technical lead at HCL India. Throughout his career, he has collaborated with the clients from various domains, including automobiles, telecommunications, networking, finance, and e-commerce. In 2025, he implemented DevOps to automate security process. In 2024, he was recognized as one of the top 5 best mentors at HCL Technologies. In 2022, he developed a complete end-to-end automation solution for product development without manual intervention. He has also received several appreciations from top management for his contributions. Dr. V. Nagarjuna Yadav has published papers in SCI, Scopus, and IEEE journals focusing on stock market analysis and related research areas. His passion for technology drives him to continuously learn and contribute across multiple domains and roles. Thank you, sir. Actually, today we are privileged to have such a wonderful person as the resource person of our first day. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Nagarjuna Yadav, sir. Now I invite Nagarjuna Yadav to hand over the session. Sir, Nagarjuna Yadav, sir, are you online?
Yes. Hi, Praveen, and hi, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for being online. You can start your session, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Vanada, for giving me introducing to this portal.
Sir,
And
good evening, sir. Nagarjuna Yadav garu, good evening. Welcome to the today's session, sir. Myself, Dr. Indranil, coordinator for this FDP program. So, welcome to the today's session, sir.
yeah.
Sir, good
Hi,
evening,
everyone.
sir. Dr. Nagarjun Yadav, sir. This is Principal. We are very much thankful for accepting as a resource person for this FDB program, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Yeah. Thank you, Principal, sir, and thank you, Engineer, sir, for introducing me. And I would like to say good evening to one and all. And I'm Dr. Nagarjuna Vanguri, and I have been working as a senior technical lead in HCL Technologies. I'm I'm very glad to be part of AICT Training and Learning ATAL Academy. I would like to thank management of St. Anne's College of Engineering and Technology, Chirala, for providing me this opportunity. I would like to give you some brief about myself. I'm having more than 15 plus years of experience in IT industry. I worked in different roles like platform admin, scheduler, developer, system administrator, DevOps engineer, cloud engineer, DevSecOps engineer, and also I worked as a lead and architect for many projects. And I have worked with many different kind of customers. And my recent and achievement in one of the major customers is we have implemented DevSecOps for the customers. And I will give you brief about DevSecOps in our later sessions, how I have implemented and what are the major skill sets we have used in the DevSecOps roles and responsibilities. I'm going to give in brief there. And when I was working with different customers, I have implemented like cloud security, and I have implemented like general security for individual level, and a very much detailed explanation about cloud and DevSecOps will be conducted in the later sessions. Yeah, I'm going to share my screen to start my session. Give me 1 second. Sir, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I just want to introduce myself. I'm Nagarjuna Vanguri. Okay. Today, my topic is going to be covered in cybersecurity, and where most of you all know uh, the cyber attacks, not about cyber security. What is the difference between cyber security and cyber attacks is a major thing. Cyber attacks means whenever we are receiving some calls from the any random person, and they are calling us and telling us you have won some kind of lottery, you are going to get some kind of security threat if you don't do this kind of activity immediately. We are calling from the bank, and you have to do this activity immediately, otherwise your bank account will be closed or something like that. We are going to be attacked by the cyber threats every day, and we are going to listen day to day, every day, right? But what is the difference between cyber attack and cyber security? Here you have to understand cyber security is a preventive measure. Cyber attack is a reactive method. Okay, means who is victim, he is attacked by the cyber attacker. But cyber security, it is a preventive method to protect you. Okay, this is the main importance. You have to know the difference. Okay, what is cyber security? In day-to-day life, you all know what is cybersecurity. Like whenever there is something in our system, like you might have kept your personal photos, videos, or you might have kept your bank account details, or you might have kept your credentials, secret credentials, like your usernames, password, something in your Word or Notepad or somewhere, or any folder. Okay, but somehow the cyber attackers is getting it and they are trying to use this. So, what is cyber security in the sense? Okay, how you are going to be impacted by cyber attacks. So, cyber security, who needs it? First question: who needs this cyber security? Is IT engineers, banks, financial sectors, trading companies? Only these guys need cyber security? Obviously, no. Cybersecurity is required for every company. It may be small, large, it may be automobile company, it may be telecom company, pharmaceutical company. Any kind of company needs cybersecurity, right? Because every company having a data, right? Every company is having a data of their own about their product, about their customers, about their vendors, about their employees, right? Every company is having all the details, right? So every data is important for a company and every data is important for an individual. Why I'm saying individual? Consider when there is some cyber attack happened on one company, is going to take any kind of data. It may be financial data, it may be customers data, it may be product related data, right? There is no such a guarantee like he is going to take only the data. If consider there is a company, okay, and it is attacked by a cyber threat, and then they are uh, taking their customers' data, okay, and they are producing that data or they are selling that data to other company, okay. In that case, what will happen? Okay, the other competitive company is happy and they are buying the data and they are selling the same product to the same customers with a less price, right? With a lower price. It will be more advantage to the individual. Am I correct? You are getting the same product with a less cost. Is that we think? But here there is something we need to think about it. If it is a customer data, who is the customer for the company? At the end, we are the customers for many companies. Consider if you are using a mobile, you might be using a mobile with ATAL, Vodafone, BSNL, Geo, any kind of network, right? You are the customer for one of the company, right? If the customer data is leaked, means our data is leaked, okay? What the problem if our data is leaked? Because it's not only your data, it is your personal information. When it comes as a data, it is a personal information. They will take your data with some kind of your high profile details, like which is your secure IDs. In India, it may be Aadhaar, PAN, or anything. Okay, in America, it may be some kind of NIC ID, any kind of IDs, which is highly important to crack other details. Like by using the details, they are going to crack our bank details, they are going to crack our personal details and everything, right? So that's how they are going to grab your data and that's how you are going to impact. So if a company is impacted by a cyber attack, it does not mean an individual is not impacted. It means an individual also impacted. So here I would like to conclude this like everybody needs cyber awareness, cyber security awareness. Because if you are a person, okay, you are randomly keeping your data somewhere in any website and they're selling your data, will you accept it? No, right? Most of the big companies nowadays getting fined for that because they are taking the data from the customers and they are misusing the data, right? So similarly, cybersecurity, if you don't aware of your value of your personal information, it may come and knock your door and take your bank credentials or financial credentials, and they will take your data. Consider if an individual, he will get a salary on every month 31st or first of the every month, right? He will track your data for every month, and on the day after 2 to 3 months, once you receive your salary, you are going to lose your salary immediately because it is under observation of cyber attackers. So you have to be very much aware of cybersecurity. It's an everybody individual responsibility. Okay. So whenever you are using some kind of cybersecurity attacks, okay, mostly what kind of cybersecurity attacks you are going to see? Okay, you are going to get malware, phishing, denial of services, insider threats, ransomware, or man in the middle. What is this? What is this malware? What is this phishing? What is this insider threats? Ransomware, man in the middle. Okay, why do we need to know about these terminologies? Okay, as an individual, whoever is working with the internet, they should aware of these details. And whoever is not working with internet, at least they should understand how these are going to impact us. Okay, so I'm going to brief about these details in my later sessions. Okay, I'm going to give some kind of cyber threat. Here is a malware. What is a malware? Okay, a malware is a bug. Okay, consider I have created one script, okay, which is a part of your product. Okay, I'm going to take a data from your product and I'm going to use it and I'm going to make some Trojan effects. Okay, and I'm going to disrupt and damage and I'm going to take an unauthorized access to your data. It may be your financial data, it may be your personal data, it may be your company data, or customers data, any kind of data, right? So there is a question, right? Why we should have aware of malware and how it is going to impact us, right? Because if you don't aware of the malware, okay, as a software engineer, nowadays, most of the uh, persons who are working in CSE department and CSE kind of working and other areas also, they are going to use day to day most of the work in online, right? If he is working in an automobile industry, he is going to update his details like how many cars sold, how many cars were available, how much of availability of the product is there, how many demand is there, how much of price we have to increase, everything, right? Everything you are going to keep in one place, right? So in such situation, if you are not aware of this malware and everything, you are going to upload one document. You are going to upload a simple document into your database, like as it is a normal document, and you don't know when it was infected. You might be not using your antivirus, or you might be using some mobile data into your exactly system, laptop, personal laptop. You might be using your personal laptop for your work, and your personal laptop might be infected by some malware, right? So there is a number of reasons how it is going to log in, right? So that's how it is going to do. So why we need to understand it, okay? Including spyware like Agent Tesla, okay, Mineralax, and these threats can be lead to data theft, right? It may sometimes, most of you, whenever the virus got affected, you generally observe like system will get slowed down. Okay, right. Whenever the system is slowed down, we generally do what we will reboot the system, we will restart the system, and we will remove all the trash and everything. But still, system won't work fine after a couple of days. Why it is happening? So when we do some malware scan, okay, in the system, then we will find out some kind of trojans. Right? Most of you have been experienced it. Okay, right? The Trojans have been killed by our antivirus softwares, but sometimes some Trojans may not be killed. Okay, they will be inside our folders. So in that case, we need to take an extra cautious and we have to go deep drive, and we have to clean every folder and every file. Okay. So this is one kind of malware threat we are going to use, and we are going to take care. And generally, I explained you phishing. Okay, in the starting of our presentation, we generally get phishing and phishing kind of emails, right? We generally get many phishing kind of emails. First, we have to understand what is phishing, right? So, if a person is checking his mail in a day-to-day activity and he suddenly received an email like your bank account is going to be closed, okay, or your bank account is going to suspended, okay, due to the activity, suspicious activity you have done in your system or you have done with your account, right? So in that case, generally it will give a deadline time also. It won't just give like a casual mail. It will give a deadline time. If you don't do this immediately, your account will be suspended. Please click on the link below to take necessary actions and update your profile. So it makes you hurry to take a decision immediately. Okay. And if you click on some links, okay, immediately it is going to do whatever has to happen, because the link itself is not a real link, or it may be diverted, or it may be routed to a different place of hackers, and the hackers will get it, your data, once you click on the link, right? So that's how you need to be very careful about phishing. I told about one threat, and there is multiple threats about phishing. So we will go a little more into phishing. Okay. And see, I'm going to explain this mail. See, immediate action required. Verify your account now to prevent suspicion. So we are agreed to inform you that account is currently at risk, a suspension, and due to suspicious activity. To maintain uninterrupted access, please click on the link below. Verify, update your account information immediately. Failing to do so may result to permanent account suspension. So in this case, a person who is out non-IT person, they generally immediately he will feel fear like, oh, my account is going to be suspended, so I need to do it immediately, right? But there is the reason you have to understand. Okay, you have to understand, okay, how it is going to be. Okay, so how it is going to be impact for you. So I'm going to give you some more details about this. Okay, and I'm going to give you a detailed mails. Okay, it is not about mine, it is a Norton. Okay, you know, right? Norton company, and it is a very famous antivirus company. There are tens of phishing mails. Okay, it is going to explain you how scammers, okay, how hackers is going to do hack on your mail. See here, okay, whenever you are seeing this mail, okay, upgrade, subscribe, LinkedIn. See, we are currently upgrading our system to bring enhanced features of LinkedIn account, okay, experience. As a result, your account is temporarily unavailable. Please note this: upgrade your LinkedIn account to our new system. Okay, file to upgrade your account, it will be automatically closed after this step. Okay, you are permitted to your LinkedIn account, right? It is also asking your email, your password, confirmation password, and everything, how we are going to log in your LinkedIn. Same way it is asking. Okay, and once you click on it and once you upload the details, it is going to do. Okay, so here how you have to find out how to tell this is a phishing mail. Okay, in this LinkedIn scam, the user's name isn't specified in the greeting, right? If you see here, there is no user's email, right? And which is likely to send email address but bulk. Okay, business name is in capital letters. If you go here and if you see, business name is in capital letters. okay, and which is not their trademark or branding, okay. Actual LinkedIn, it should look like this, but here it is looking in all capital letters, right? And there are multiple grammar issues. Whenever you read this email, it is not even looking as a professional LinkedIn email, because their focus is to get your data, okay, not a professional email, okay, which is uncommon for reputable companies, okay. So these kind of scams will come. PayPal, I'm going to explain one more, okay. PayPal is a kind of phishing. This is more common in, not in India, but other countries, Western countries. Okay, your PayPal account is limited. You have 24 hours to solve a problem, and your account will be permanently disabled. Okay, we are sorry to inform you that you are no longer accessible to PayPal. Advantages like purchasing and sending and receiving money. So whenever you see this kind of work, okay, words like sending, receiving also to be suspended, immediately you will get tense and you are going to click on the links and you are going to be hacked, right? But how you need to know is this correct or not? The username hasn't been specified in its generic greeting. Okay, there is no username, okay? And the first sentence provokes a sense of urgency. See here, he is selling. We are sorry to inform you that you no longer have access to PayPal advantages like purchasing and sending, receiving. So he is making you, okay, urgency. Okay, you have to do it in within 24 hours. Okay, and there are so many grammatical mistakes and spelling errors, right? Amazon phishing emails. Okay, about Amazon. Okay, your product is there, about to cancel. If you don't fill this form, something like that, they will tell you. And once you click on that link, you are going to be hacked. Okay, Google Docs they are going to do, and IRS phishing they are going to do. It looks like an official email, but it is not an official email. Okay, and suspected account phishing in email, your Netflix account, you go at additional 30 days of validity to update your details. Once you update your details, you will get bonus 30 days of Netflix. So that you are going to get eager, oh, I am going to get another 30 days. So that's how you are going to tricked by the scammers. So there are many different kind of things, but it is a more related to most of the employees. Okay, see here, it similarly looks like your company email. And see here, hi Alice, please find inclusive vendor banking information for a transfer payment that needs to be processed as soon as possible within the next hours before the end of the day. Okay, so it is showing as a regular email from your HR or from your manager. But how you are going to do? Okay, the first thing to notice is the CEO phishing email example is the sender email does not match their email signature. See here, email signature is different. Here, email is different. See, CORP, not CORP, C0RP, not CORP, C0RP, that is. Okay, so you have to check their emails and everything. So these are the general phishing scams I'm going to show you, and I'm explained about a little more about the phishing in details. But why I'm focusing more on this phishing topic? Because most of the time in day-to-day life, we are getting these emails. Even you are an academician, even you are a software engineer, even you are a normal businessman. Okay, you are going to get these kind of emails every day, right? So another type of attack is denial of services. Okay, what is denial of service? Denial of service is generally a hacker. Okay, a hacker is going to hack your server. Means your admin server or your main server they are going to hack. Okay, and they they are going. Yeah, can someone go to mute, please? Yeah. Somebody is providing a cross noise. Can you please go on mute? Uh, hello. Yeah. Yeah. Denial of service.
You can
Yeah.
go on. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Generally, hackers is going to increase the traffic. Okay, increase the traffic on your servers. Consider there is a Flipkart sale, or there is an Amazon sale, or there is some other sale is going on. Okay, and plenty of time we will get a response like server busy, or we cannot able to get the product immediately. Once you check in and once you are going to pay the cash, it is going to be get disconnected. This kind of day-to-day things you are seeing, right? It is not a unknown thing. You know it, but you don't know it is due to this denial of service, because the hacker and the other cyber attackers also know when these days are going to start, right? They are also waiting for the day, same like how we are waiting to get a good product in a less cost. They are also waiting for this day to hack their server as a regular user and to get some ransom. Okay, I will explain about ransom later. Okay, but that is their main intention. All right. So in denial of service, okay, they will create is, or they will hack some XYZ server or some XYZ machine, consider, okay, some user machine. And from that user machine, they are going to produce n number of virtual IPs, and they are going to make a script, and they are going to, every IP is going to route to purchase some product in the product list, right? So you now understand there is some denial of service is going to happen. Why they are calling denial of service? This is not denial of service. Right? This is increasing the traffic, right? You have to say like traffic increase service, but it is denying whom it is denying. Actual customers it is denying. It some hacker is going with hundreds of IPs, virtual IPs, and he is representing himself as 100 users. But actual users like you and me are unable to get the service, right? It is denying service to the actual users. So it is called as a denial of service, and we are not getting actual product and how it is going to impact for a product owner. So when product owner is continuously getting high traffic, and after some time, his servers may not able to maintain that much limit of traffic, and it may crash down. We have seen sometimes like due to high load, okay, high volume of customers, we are unable to serve you, and we are extending this service. We are closing this service for today. Okay, why these kind of things we are getting? Because these kind of scammers or hackers, and every day they are also doing the same, and they are trying to do hack. Okay, and this is one type of attack. And here I would like to tell you, okay, how you have to, if you are a software engineer and you are working in one company, and how you have to identify, how generally we need to identify. Okay, because you consider the hacker scammer, he cannot buy, or he cannot write multiple scripts for say getting a product, right? He can build few scripts, and the few scripts will run in a multiple ways. Means it is going to be increase a number of traffic on few products, not on all the products, right? So that is one of the area we as a cybersecurity person, we can take care, like how this much of traffic is coming, how the from where this much of traffic is coming, from which IP this much of traffic is coming, and this can be easily identified. Okay, but by the time we identify it, the traffic may go high sometimes. Okay, so we have to be very much careful why a product is hitting, but it is not purchasing. You understand? It is a hacker, right? He is not going to pay amount for it. Okay, he is just going to busy your server for some time. Okay, he may go to till the payment page, but he will not pay the amount. He will not pay the amount. He will not purchase the product, right? Because his intention is not to pay the amount, and his intention is not to purchase the product. His intention is to make the system ideal, and his intention is to increase the traffic. Okay, that's how he is very careful, and he will not do any mistakes. So this is also one area you can see, like how many requests are coming to purchase this product, or but how many requests are actually actively purchasing this product. So after some time you will easily understand, there is 100 requests coming. If you are a genuine user, you won't scroll for a whole day for that single product, right? If you are interested, you will purchase. Otherwise, after some time, after a couple of minutes or some time, you will close it and you will go. But as it is not a regular, okay, usual person, it is going to loop in that area itself. Okay, so by this, they are going to track the attackers, and by this they are going to deny it. Okay, and this is one kind of attack, we should be aware of it. Okay, and this is one of the another attack. Okay, insider threat. Okay, insider threat, generally in most of the companies, you might be hearing some news like it is an insider scam. You did not know about this threat, but it's an insider scam. You will get to know what is an insider scam. Consider you are working with a organization, and you know some valuable data, right? You have access to a number of available data, okay, as an employee. And if you are HR, you have access for your employees. If you are a financial person, you have access for your expenses. And if you are an admin, you have access for your servers, right? There is a different level. You will be having a different level of access, right? And whenever you are having an access and you are trying to use that access to do certain kind of activities, right? As a HR, you have to update your employee details, and you have to go and check the employee is getting all the company benefits or not. If the employee is facing any issue for getting some benefits, they are going to help it, right? So there is some kind of access given to that HR to help the employees, right? Similarly, every employee is having some kind of access to help the product owner or the customer or the employees within the company, right? There is a different level. But a person who is an employee, but he is taking the data and he is selling the data outside, this is one kind of threat, right? And the another kind of threat, insider threat, is when there is some kind of, okay, employee, he is working from home and he took his laptop to one of the cafeteria nearby his home. Okay, he regularly goes it, and he think that that cafe is very much secured, and he used that Wi-Fi, right? It's a free Wi-Fi, and he used that Wi-Fi, and he connected his device, and he did his office work, because it is his office hours. He cannot take leave for a couple of hours spending his time with his family or friends. So why can't I use this Wi-Fi connection for my office? So he thought in such a way and he used that. And when there is a public network, it is accessible not only to you, it is accessible for others as well. Others in the sense, it may be accessible, there may be a hacker, there may be a scammer, there may be somebody sitting in the same cafe, or the cafe internet might be hacked before you going into there. Okay, there is a number of reasons, and by using that network, you also got hacked. And by this, by knowingly or unknowingly, or intentionally or unintentionally, okay, you have been attacked. And whatever documents you are taking, okay, from your server, from your into your device, okay, that has been hacked. It may be a financial data of your company, or it may be project related data, it may be customer related data. So how this is now trying to prevent, right? Okay, this is a big threat. Okay, if it is intentional, it takes a long time to find out, right? But it is not an intentional. Okay, it will take, we can control it. But nowadays you might be knowing, and most of you might be already using it. Most of the, okay, companies is keeping their data not into their local machines. Local machines in the sense their laptops. You cannot download any of the project or company related data into your local machine. There is only available that will be, you will be, whenever you have joined in a company as an employee, or you have joined in any organization, maybe some big academic colleges also might be doing the same, and they are going to provide one kind of cloud account. Once you receive your email address of your company with your email ID, okay, including your email ID, you will get a cloud account as well. Okay, whenever you get the cloud account, this information, whatever you are getting the information, okay, that information is going to store in the cloud, not in your laptop. Okay, then is it the right way? Will it protect 100%? I cannot say yes, but it will protect 90% or more, because the person can download only from your laptop. As a hacker, he cannot go and log into your cloud, because to log into your cloud, he should have your access details again, right? He cannot. But by doing this, we can mitigate, okay, we can reduce some level of threat, right? And other ways, how we can reduce it, right? Okay, you learn one kind of approach. Okay, you are keeping your data in cloud. And other ways, okay, if you are having insider, okay, you are having the insider information, right? So some person who is very techy, he has knowledge of 10 technologies, he can do database, he can do networking, he can do development, he can be a full stack developer with cybersecurity activities, he know hacking and all. Oh, then I can remove 3 of my employees. I can keep him in place of these many roles. It will be good, right? I can pay less salary. In place of 4 people, I can hire 1 person, and he will do 3 of my works, right? And I can pay only for 1 single resource, right? But this is not a correct way. Okay, insider attacks, insider threats mostly will done by the persons who is having high level of access. So every company is layered to be protected. Means there are different layers of approaches. Nobody is going to have a full access for entire project or entire company related data. Right? Why? you might be architect. If you are a Java architect, you will be having a certain limitation. If you are a DevOps architect or if you are a DevOps engineer, you will be having certain levels of access. If you are a tester, you will be having certain levels of access, certain levels of access and certain levels of prohibition, right? And if you are a database engineer or database admin, you will be having certain levels of access and certain levels of provisions, right? So because even a person knows everything, the work cannot be done by the person, because the reason is there is a possibility of insider threat. If you give full access to one person, he may do an insider threat to company at any point of time by using his high level of access, right? So most of the hacking mails in companies, generally they will see like it's like I'm a director, I'm a CEO, I'm a manager, I'm a senior manager. These kind of mails only will come because it will threaten. They are having high authority. I have to respond immediately, right? So if you, yeah. So whenever you are taking care of some kind of access, okay, that access will be limited. Okay, to reduce this insider threats, what we have to do? First, you have to give a limited and required access to an employee. It should not be more. If he is a certain system administrator, what is his role? How much access he required? What level of access he required? Only certain limitations for every employee should have. Then at least you can reduce the insider threats. Okay, I hope you understand well. And when it comes to cyber threats, ransomware, I told you right earlier, ransomware. Okay, some person is generally is going to hack your system, and if you are having a very weak kind of security, okay, their intention is not to do anything with your data. Okay, their intention is to get money from you. Okay, they are very clear. Once they hack your system or once they hack your data, they just tell, I want some ransom in cryptocurrency. Okay, it may be any kind of crypto. I don't want to name it. Okay, it may be any kind of crypto. They are going to give some details. Okay, please keep your cryptocurrency here, and we are going to release the access. Okay, and they will clearly tell you how much they want also. Okay, I want $5,000, I want $10,000, $20,000, something. Okay, there is two options for you. One is you have to pay the amount and you have to release your account, because most of the customers are denied due to this. They cannot able to do. Consider if you are working with some company and you want to purchase something, okay, and you went to one bank and you tried to purchase, but that bank got hacked and you cannot do anything with your bank. You have amount in your bank, but you cannot purchase anything, right? So how it is going to be? Again, immediately you will call and you will call, your bank will say, currently we are unavailable. But how much time, how many number of customers they can say that word? There is only two choice. Either you have to pay the ransom or you have to close your system. Okay. If you close your system immediately, and it will impact all your customers. If you pay your ransom, it will be an advantage like to the attacker. Okay. So this is how the ransom attacks will happen. Then how you are going to protect from ransom attacks? Whenever you are creating some kind of, okay, some kind of product, right? First, you have to do multiple layers of cybersecurity. Okay, what you have to do? Okay, whenever you are releasing the product, you have to first go whether your network is correctly working. Okay, all the network ports are correctly given, and whether APIs are having the correct access, okay, and your all your network security roles and policies are clearly defined. So everything you have to do. Can you do it by yourself? Okay, even though if you are a master and if you go and check every file and every detail, it takes a lot of time, right? So for this, we are having multiple tools available to do such kind of checkings. Okay, I'm going to explain the tools in the later session. Okay, and main man in the middle. Okay, man in the middle. Okay, generally we do see this kind of threats. Earlier, the frequency of this kind of threats is now reduced, but we have seen many this kind of threats. Whenever you are working with some XYZ account and somebody is going to hack your details and without your knowledge, they are going to ask your friend for 1,000 rupees immediately to share to this account. They won't ask big amount. Okay, they will ask $100 or 100,000 bucks or 1,500 bucks, something like that. They are going to ask. Okay, which is very small to your friend who is opposite side. Okay, and they can easily give it to you, right? Because that is not you. Once he will hack your WhatsApp and he will send a message to the person in your contact list. I need emergency. I am stuck in this area. I cannot able to book any cab. I need money immediately. Can you please send me $500? uh, $500 is very less, right? They obviously they don't think to call you, right? Okay, $500. Okay, he needed. Okay, they will transfer to the number what they have provided. Right? They will tell also my network is not available. I cannot able to get anything. Please send this amount to this phone pay or this account, something like that. They will send. So as it is a very little amount, they don't want to cross-check even. They can generally send, right? So these kind of attackers will do, and sometimes they take some more advantage, like they will take your personal information and they will try to log into your emails and n number of times many persons are telling you don't keep any place in your emails like your credentials, like your bank credentials, your bank account details and passwords. You do not keep. Okay, why they are telling you many times? Because these once you were attacked, they are going to check your email, they are going to check all your mails, and possibly they will check a regular common words like username and passwords, bank details, something like that. They will be already having a pre-script. Okay, once they get the account, they run that script. Whatever the words matching with that all mails come up, pop up, right? Immediately they will check. Okay, these are the bank details of this XYZ person. Okay, I can log in, I can do it. So how we are going to reduce this man and man? So first way, we should not connect public networks. Okay, like internet cafes, or it may be like any coffee day or some kind of places. Okay, in public places, right? So we should not use any restaurant or any kind of shops, Wi-Fi networks or something like that. Okay, that is the one way you can protect yourself. And there is another way. Whenever you are using, okay, try to keep your password more lengthy or more complex. At least that will help you. Okay, and whenever you have possible, okay, try to keep all your data. Okay, try to keep all your secrets data in the sense your passwords, especially usernames and passwords or account details. Try to take a vault. Vault service means nowadays you might be knowing Azure is providing one vault service, AWS is providing one vault service, and so many other companies are providing vault service. The vault service itself keep your usernames, credentials there, and you no need to give your username details. Okay, you no need to keep your username details somewhere. Once you have your vault username, password, remember, you can just log in there and you can get it from there. Okay, so that kind of vault service also you can use, and there is other ways, but this is a common threat when we are using public networks, right? So try to avoid it. Okay, and enterprise cybersecurity measures. So here we are going to deep dive a little about enterprise cybersecurity policies, okay? And the organization protects digital assets, networks, data, right? So there will be risky, it might be minimal risk, it might be a kind of huge risk, right? We cannot tell like this risk is minimal, this risk is huge. Once a person get the access, he might get any kind of impact to us, right? So for this, okay, we have some kind of digital information. Any company, we are having some kind of digital information, right? Cybersecurity practices, whenever there is some kind of digital information, you should provide a different kind of access, right? And whenever you are having some different kind of access, like you will be first authorized and you should be unauthorized, right? And on only authorized person should get the information, right? And whenever there is some kind of confidentiality you have to maintain, like whenever you are considering there is one kind of files which is having some kind of secrets or some kind of passwords, okay, you cannot keep that files exposed. Okay, you have to keep that confidential data in a certain folder which will be either encrypted. Even if you are a Windows user, if you right click on your Windows folder and you can do encrypt your folder, right? That is one kind of basic encryption, and it is not a highly secure, but it is not easy to track, right? It is 128 secured, and it is not easy to track, but at least you can protect your data in a minimal way. And in companies, if you're working, you can protect in a different way, okay, by keeping your folder encrypted, okay, by keeping your confidential data in a vault, okay. That is how you can do it. And building strong defense, okay. So in companies, okay, how you will do a strong defense system. Effective cyber system attacks will be reduced by building the strong defense. So what is strong defense mean? Creating a firewall. What is meant by creating a firewall? Creating a firewall just means like whenever there is somebody, okay, want to get your data. Consider in a regular kind of information, you are a person, okay, you have a flat or house and you locked your house and in your front door, and you thought that your house and your amount and your certificates in your house and everything is safe, and you went out, and after some time of 2 or 3 days of vacation you came back and you see everything got stolen, okay. Why? Because you are having a simple mechanism like a small lock, right? And within 1 or 2 hours also a person can break that lock and they can steal the things, right? It's a general way of protecting our home, right? Consider in the same home, you have kept a lock for your main door, and you have kept a lock for your master bedroom, okay, where your files like your certificates and your money or ornaments, something is stored, okay, and you have kept lock for your cupboard, and you have kept inside the cupboard, you have kept your locker, and there you lock or something, okay. If he has to take the certificates or money or ornaments, okay, or any valuable things, okay, it may be land papers or anything, he has to get now four locks, four keys. Not a single key is enough to get it, right? So, simple way to understand this, I'm going this to in a software terminology. You can keep the levels of firewall, okay, the different levels of firewalls we can keep, and the different levels of firewalls how we are going to keep, I'm going to cover in your next sessions, okay. And role of encryption, okay, you all might know, okay, what is the role of encryption, right? Okay, whenever you are sending a plain data, okay, the plain data, if a attacker is in the middle, can hack your data, and on top of your plain data he can make any changes, and he can do some kind of modification, and he can send it to the sender, right? So it is a simple technique, it is a simple technique. Encrypt your data, okay, don't send your plain data as it is. Nowadays, who are using WhatsApp, they might be getting a pop-up like your data is end-to-end encrypted. Means whatever the messages you are sending, okay, if somebody is going to hack in middle, they are not going to get the actual data what you are sending to the sender, because it is already encrypted with some kind of values, right? Means it is going to give a fake or un uh, what information, the information which is not a clear information, okay, a garbage kind of information they will get. So encryption is a different method, and you can use it for it. There are different kind of encryptions available in the market, right? So what are the different kind of encryptions you aware generally? Uh, in general, we can see like one encryption like RSA tokens we use, and one encryption like SSL protocols and TLS, and we can see different kind of these tokens, right? And everything is trying to encrypt your data, and everything is trying to make you secure, right? This is one kind of method you can secure it, okay. That's the reason most of the persons are trying to use a websites which are safe, right? Because the data where you are keeping it is encrypted. And safeguarding digital connections, okay, what is safeguarding digital connections? So here you should understand the concept of networks and network security, okay, preventing unauthorized access, okay, misuse, and what is the use of VPN, what is the use of Wi-Fi, okay, how we are going to do. So safeguarding digital connections. Generally, you might be seeing if an employee is logging into his personal mission, okay, once he logged in, if he has to work with any kind of company data, he is going to connect with different virtual private network. Why he is connecting to different virtual private network? Okay, because from that virtual private network only he is going to work. Okay, with that virtual private network, he is going to work safely. Okay, what is virtual private network? The virtual private network is a network, okay, where you can able to log into your customer network with your safe credentials, okay, and the credentials is only used inside that VPN, not outside it, okay. If you cannot use anywhere, if any person hacked your system, okay, without your VPN credentials, okay, or VPN certificate, they cannot able to log into the customer portal, and they cannot able to do any access within the customer environment. Okay, that is one way of protecting your data from the unauthorized users. Okay, and emerging cybersecurity technologies. Nowadays, cybersecurity is very much popular. Why it is very much popular? Because I can say one simple thing, because nowadays everything is going into digitalized, right? No, even if you are going to or sell a small product, okay, even you are selling from your home, like you might be seeing cloud kitchens, right? People who are making food at their home, okay, and they are purchasing outside. How they are going to do it? Okay, how they are going to do it? Simple. They are going to take one website, and they are going to create one app, and they are going to use that service, and they are going to keep the product there, and from there you are going to purchase. So the digital market, okay, the online market is increasing a lot. Whenever there is a kind of increasing anything, there is a, whenever there is a demand, there is a kind of impact, and there is a choice for a cyber attackers to get the data, right? So every company, okay, and every industry is now hiring a number of security tools and cyber security engineers, because to safeguard their data. And it is nowadays, it is growing a lot, right? It is growing a lot. So each and every phase, okay, they need to use different kind of artificial intelligence to find out whether this is an actual user or not. Sometimes I can say you in a simple word, like whenever you are trying to log in your bank details, they are not just allowing you to log in directly. Even though you use your password, they are showing some kind of words, or they are giving some kind of mathematical tricks, like which side this figure is, or what is there. It is IKJ or numbers, you have to type something. Then it is considering like he is not a bot, he is a human being, right? So that's how the technology is growing, and we have to protect with the technology advancements. Okay, protecting digital landscape. Okay, how we are going to protect? Okay, the transformation of data, okay, is very much huge. Okay, and whenever there is a transformation of data is happening, there is a data transferred between multiple users, right? So nowadays there is some kind of companies are providing services simultaneously from n number of users, like consider Uber, okay, or Amazon. These kind of services, at the same time they are providing two services for n number of users. For doing this, they are using Kafka and some other tools, right, to go do fast pace and everything. Consider they don't want to hack, okay, they don't want to hack your actual server. They can just hack your tool, right, so that they can hack your customers. So it is important at where you are going to be get hacked. Okay, it is important to know how secure the tool is, even though the tool you are using, okay, how much it is secured. Okay, that also you need to have knowledge. Okay, and if you are not having such a level of knowledge about the tool, and you are taking all the open source tools to do your work, the open source tools, they directly tell you it is in phase of beta. Beta means it's still in testing phase, and it is now completely not malware scanned or malware done or vulnerability free. Okay, you are trying to use that. If you are trying to use it for your personal R&D purpose, researcher purpose or something, but do not use this open source tools without checking multiple times whether it is keeping all the vulnerable free and it is completely secured and there is any kind of libraries which are using in the tool is vulnerable, something like that. You have to check everything. Otherwise, without your knowledge, you might get trapped, right? So you have to be very much careful, and you should take care of these things. And I'm going to tell you, cover a latter part, what are the things you have to do. Okay, the future of cybersecurity. Just now I have discussed about the future of cybersecurity because there is a number of tools coming into market. You have to be very much conscious, and AI and ML models also they are trying to use it for hacking. And at the same time, we also need to use the same kind of technologies, advanced technologies. And nowadays we are using multiple such kind of tools. I'm going to give you the tools details, like how we are going to prevent the cyber attacks in advance by using the n number of tools. Okay, how we are going to use the tools, I'm going to deliver now. Okay, so consider there is your code. Okay, your code, you are a developer or coder, you have done your code and you have completely tested and it is going fine, and you want to go for running your code in your production. But will your manager or lead or security admin will allow you? No. Why? They will run some scans, right? They will run some scans and immediately they will come back to you and they will tell you there is some kind of threat. And these threats also classified in a different level, right? These threats classified in a different level, like it's a critical threat, it's a high vulnerable threat, it's a low threat, it's a medium level of threat. Okay, these threats are classified. Okay, and different level of threats will be having a different level of impact. So whenever there is a critical threat, even though it is a single critical threat, your security admin will not allow you. You may feel like it's a small thing, but if it is a critical threat, it means it is going to take whole your data without your knowledge. Okay, how it is going to take, I will give you detail later. Okay, and whenever there is a medium level of threat, it is going to attack some kind of files, not whole system. Okay, when it is a low level of threat, it just access your system, but it cannot have access and it cannot do anything much high impact, but better to take care immediately. Okay, these are the different levels of threats identified and classified. Okay, this is how we are going to do. Okay, key cybersecurity concepts. Why we need to do this cybersecurity? Because we need our data confidential, integrity, and availability. What is confidential? Confidentiality in the sense, whatever the data you are keeping, it should be available for the authorized users only. Okay, not to all the users. Okay, whoever wants, they cannot able to do. Okay, and data integrity. When it comes to integrity, the data should be protected and it should not be malicious. Okay, it cannot be modified. Okay, and it should be trustworthy. Okay, and availability. Okay, whenever there is some kind of data, okay, the data should be available for all the authorized users. Okay, and it should be reliable. Okay, and effective all time, right? And here I'm going to give a small details about the digital forensics. Digital forensics is a branch of cybersecurity, okay, focused on identifying, collecting, preventing, and analyzing the digital data. Okay, digital data in the sense, whatever data it is in your electronic devices. Okay, it may be your cell phone, it may be your laptop, it may be your notepad. Okay, It may be your any kind of electronic device, okay? And who is responsible for that data? Okay, it is a personal responsibility of all individuals who is using that and how you are going to keep it. Okay, you have to keep while ensuring evidence. Okay, and everything like when you are a user, you should enter your password, or you should keep your uh, uh, like a digital signature, or you should keep your certificate, or you should keep your passcode, or something you have to do, right? But if there is something out of your knowledge has been happened, okay, consider there is something happened out of your knowledge, but it is showing as it is yours. Okay, how it is going to be done? This digital forensic is going to route back. Okay, it is going to route back all the possible data, all the logs, all the checks, all the matters. Okay, how you have logged in, from where you have logged in, how it is connected. Do you have access to that? Even if you don't have access, how did you able to get the data? So if there is data needs a necessary access, without that level of access, if you are doing something, means you are doing something, right? So they know how each and every log is interconnected, right? And that's how they are going to track all the details. Okay, role of forensics in cybersecurity. Digital forensic in cybersecurity, how to practice it, okay? Because it's prevent and analyze cyber effects, right? An attacker may go into your system and help an unauthorized activity to do perform on your system, and once it is done, he will just leave the system and you don't even know how it is happened, right? And there is some kind of real life case studies in cybersecurity happened. These most of you who is in the session might aware there is a number of scams are going, but there is a few real life case studies. I'm showing it to you. In 2013, Target retail breach happened. Okay, attacker used stolen vendor credentials to install malware on POS systems, stealing customer credit card data. Okay, see here what happened. Stolen vendor credentials. He stolen credentials of vendor. How he stolen vendors of credentials? I have already guided you, and I have already taught you earlier session, like the hacker may not directly store, but if you keep your data in your laptop, okay, in any folder without encryption, there is a possibility to store your data, right? And there is one more possibility. You are logged into your mobile, and your mobile always your Gmail or your personal email is always open. From there also he can store. Okay, somehow he stolen their data, and he did over 40 million credit cards, compromised it, and theft more than 70 million customers data, right? So this is a big threat. And 2016 Uber data breach. Hacker accessed Uber's internal system via breach of credentials, showing personal data. Okay, for that Uber has paid a 57 million, so from some big amount of data. Okay, because data of 57 million riders and drivers compromised. Okay, breach cancelled initially. Okay, and in 2021, okay, Colonial Pipeline ransomware attack through compromised VPN password shut down major US oil pipeline, caused fuel shortage and panic buying across eastern US. See, they tried, okay, to connect VPN with breaking down their VPN, and they have costed a lot. And in 2023, dollar tree data breach. Okay, if you see this dollar tree data breach, you now understand how much careful a company should be, because here you can see clearly see a third party vendor system breached, exposing personal and financial data of employees and customers. Not, it is not fault of his own company system. It is not part of his own company system. His vendor system breached, exposing to personal data, right? So whenever you are having some vendors, you should be very careful about how your vendors are secured, how your vendors are maintaining their data, how your vendors are taking care of cyber security guidelines. Okay, so not only you, if you are strong, it is okay, but your vendors also need to be very strongly follow the cyber security. Okay, otherwise your sensitive information like SSN and DOB is compromised, right? So your date of birth and your PAN card details and your name, if everything is compromised, there is a high possibility to hack your data, right? So in 2023, okay, 23 and me data breach, okay, credential stuffing attack, exploited DNA relatives feature exposing genetic data, right? Approximately 6.9 million user genetic and personal data accessed. So these are the most major real life case studies. Okay, okay. So this is few. Okay, like this, there are many is attacked. Okay, we should have cyber security knowledge. Okay, and what is cyber security and what is cyber forensics? So earlier I told you about digital forensics, right? So you keep it in mind. I'm going to come into cyber forensics. By the time you will get to understand. Okay, cyber security. Cyber security is a proactive practice protecting your companies or your individual computers, networks, and data from unauthorized access, attacks, damage, or theft your data. Okay, it involves preventing measures such as firewalls, encryptions, intrusion detection, and vulnerability management to stop cyber attacks before they happen. Means you simply tell it as you are proactive. Okay, like when you are going outside in a rainy season, if you are proactive, what you will do, you will take an umbrella with you, right? Because anytime the rain may fall, you don't want to drench in the rain. Similarly, this is a cyber security is a proactive measure where you can prevent or where you can protect yourself even though if it is attacked, right? What is the key activities it will do? Implementing security control, monitoring networking for threats, okay, patching vulnerabilities, and educating users to reduce risk. Okay, so you might be in day-to-day life, okay, you might be get irritated. uh, I will tell you why. uh, you have done some kind of your phone update last week, and even within 10 days or 1 week again it will ask for update. Hey, just last week only I have updated, again it is coming for update. Why? Because they have updated new patches. Why they have updated new patches? There is some vulnerabilities. Okay, with that vulnerabilities is, okay, is giving a way to hackers to hack you. Okay, software. So to prevent it, it might be identified very recently, but I have already told you there is a different levels: critical, high, medium, and low. If it is very critical, they have to fix it immediately, and they have to push to you customer immediately. The customer also immediately have to fix. Otherwise, there is a high chance of customer data get stolen. So within a week of time, they will fix that and they will create a new patch and they will produce to customers to upgrade your software, right? It is for our benefits, not to a company benefit. Whenever there is some kind of new updates coming from Android or any kind of app like you are using Geo app, you might be using phone pay or anything, you should use your updated patches, update your software whenever there is some recent patches is available. You have to be always update latest patches. Okay, it will reduce lot of vulnerabilities to hack your machine. Okay, what is the goal? To safeguard system and data, ensuring confidentiality, integrity, and availability. You all know already what is availability, confidentiality, and integrity. Okay. And the cyber forensics. Okay. Just now I have told cyber forensics is the reactive process of investigating cyber incidents, breaches, or crimes by collecting, analyzing, and preventing digital evidence. It helps uncover how an attack occurred, what was compromised, and how was responsible, often supporting legal proceedings or internal investigation. Right? It cannot be done just like that. It is a reactive method. Okay. What kind of access this user is having, whether he did this attack with that user access or whether he has done with additional level of access, how he done, what are the breaches he has taken. Okay, everything and everywhere there is different levels of logs are there, and all the logs will be taken consideration, and every log is truly taken into consideration in a time to time basis, in each level of basis, and it can be concluded, and it can be sometimes, not sometimes, most of the times, it will be not an actual user who is going to do this. There is some hacker who is going to do this. So it can be identified, but it will take some time. It will take some time to investigate, and sometimes the data may loss, to recover the data, okay, to close that incident. Okay, this is what about cyber forensics, right? Data recovery and analyzing the system logs, okay, reconstructing timeline, malware analysis, and preparing reports for court or management. Sometimes they may go to court, right, for this kind of data. There they will showcase all this data. Okay, so and so time the person is logged in and he has access to xyz folder, and from that access, okay, he has gone to another folder, and there he has, okay, they will find out loopholes. Okay, I will tell you how they will find out the loopholes in later sections. Okay, and that's how, if you keep one loophole, it is going to breach to another loophole. Consider you have opened your main door, and somebody came into your home, and they can roam anywhere, but they cannot go to your locker because you have locked it. Right? Same way, if you have given some loophole, they can go anywhere. Okay, and they can get whatever available. By that also, they can make some damage to you. Right? It may be fully confidential, but with a little confidential information also, it might be personal information, or it might be any information, it may damage. Right? So you have to be very careful. And I'm just giving a high level details about how this cybersecurity and cyber forensic work. Cyber security is a preventing cyber attacks, and cyber forensic is an investigation cyber incident and post attack. Okay, and whenever it goes to approach, it is a proactive approach for cyber security, and it's a reactive approach for cyber forensics. And what is the key responsibilities? Cyber security always go with the implementing securities in an advance. Okay, cyber forensic, it is going to keep your digital data, okay, as a evidence, and find out a right person and right hacker. Okay, tools used. Okay, firewall, encryption, IDS, IPS, and here tools use forensic tools, data recovery softwares. Goal of this to protect the data and uncover facts and support legal action. Right. So here I would like to give some more details about Okay, consider if there is one kind of person is trying to hack your system, he has to be logged in from somewhere, right? So it should keep their data there, means they will track the IP address of the person who has traced you, hacked you. Okay, somehow the IP address is logged into your logs. And from there also, they will find out the right person. It is not you. Okay. Protecting from cyber attacks. How can an individual effectively protect themselves from cyber attacks? And how can an organization effectively safeguard their products and data against cyber attacks? Okay. There is some best practices for personal cyber security. Okay. What you have to do. Okay, whatever it may be. Okay, you backup your data regularly. Where you have to backup your data. Personally, we suggest like keep your data in any kind of secure files or any kind of online cloud. Okay, install a reputable antivirus program. Okay, everybody. Okay, not knowing what is the importance of antivirus program, I am going to tell you a small brief about it. Okay, whenever there is an antivirus, okay, in your system, and whenever there is no antivirus in your system, there is a small difference. Okay, nowadays the antivirus is so much intelligent. If you are trying to log into a website, it may look like a real authenticated website, but there is a mistake of Google. In the place of Google, they will keep okay capital G and small zeros. Okay, and it looks like Google only, but it is not a real website, right? But when you are as a general user, regular user, we won't see that much careful and we click on the link. Immediately the antivirus, whatever it may be Norton, it may be McAfee, or it may be any kind of antivirus. Okay, it is going to pop up you are redirecting to a unauthorized website. Okay, a malicious website. So that's how we are going to protect. But even though you are unintentionally clicked a wrong website, you can protect, right? And one more thing, how we are going to do. If you are downloading something into your system, okay, from some kind of website, okay, open source, okay, because to practice something, okay, you are downloading. You started downloading and you kept in your laptop and you started installing it. Then your antivirus will pop you out like there is some malware. Okay, there is some trojans. Okay, in this software, in this application. Do you want to continue or not? Okay, like that, it will alert you, and most of the time, it will protect you. Okay, uh, and use a firewall. Okay, you should use a firewall. Okay, there are different levels of firewalls are available. Okay, whenever there is a firewall, okay, means whenever you are going into any kind of network, there will be a number of levels of firewalls available for protecting your data from creating a private IP uh, to protecting using web application. Okay, in deployment. Okay, I will discuss with these firewalls in my next coming section. Secure your wireless networks. Here I would like to tell you few kind of tips to secure Wi-Fi. Most of the time, they are keeping Wi-Fi passwords are very random passwords like 1234 or your email ID or your mobile number or your date of birth, something like that. And that is one problem. And you are not even changing that password even for months and years. Okay, there is a high chance if you are not changing your password, the attacker might have already stolen your Wi-Fi password long back. Okay, if he want to do some hacking on some other place, they don't want to use their system or they don't want to use their Wi-Fi. They just log into your Wi-Fi, they just log into your system, and from your system, they are going to hack some other big crime. Okay, right? So it will everywhere the footprints is belongs to you, not by the attackers. So you have to change your Wi-Fi passwords always in regular way, like 45 days is the best time. At least 3 months is a decent time, but don't make 6 months or 1 year like that. Okay, try to keep within 45 days. Okay, use strong passwords with a mix of characters. Okay, do not most of the time the attackers victims means the victims is having weak passwords. What is the meaning of weak passwords? Weak passwords means you are keeping username as Nagarjun and password as Nagarjun at the rate 123. So it's a very weak password. This kind of weak passwords, already attackers will have a script. Okay, username with this so and so extension, or username with prefix of date of birth, or suffix of date of birth, year. Okay, or mobile number. Something such kind of weak passwords you are going to keep. These are the first way of easily they will get the victim. Okay, and enable two-factor authentication for added security. Nowadays, if you are logging into Gmail also, you can see you have to either give OTP or either you have to go with some authenticator app. It may be Google Authenticator or it may be Microsoft Authenticator. You have to install that app into your mobile and you have to go with it. But still few people won't use it because you have to again enter 2 times. It is for our security purpose. Please try to use two-factor authentication. Otherwise, you are keeping single key, and if that key is stolen, okay, means in your password is stolen, it is easy to hack your data. Okay? Keep softwares up to date and protect against vulnerabilities. So just now we have covered this. Okay, everybody has to keep your software up to date. Okay, and awareness. Okay, educate yourself and others about cyber threats. Okay, limit the amount of personal information you share online. Okay, do not share your whole. Okay, I'm not telling you for everybody, but most of the students and children are sharing their personal data information every day trip and every day every minute details in the online in Facebook or some kind of other social media. Okay, it is not a good practice. Try to limit your data. Okay, be careful what you click on. Okay, whenever you are getting any email, it may be urgency email, it may be any kind of email. If there is a link inside it, do not click on it. Okay, it may route to any kind of attacker's website. Okay, and use VPN when on public Wi-Fi. Okay, whenever you are having some kind of VPN facility is available, try to use it. Do not avoid it. Okay, and cyber security tips. Okay, types. There is different types of cyber securities. Okay,
Sorry
physical
to interrupt you,
security.
sir. Nagarjun, sir, sorry to interrupt you, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Sir, actually, 1.5 hour, actually, we are ahead of our schedule, sir. We are supposed to start at 6:30 and we have started by 6:20 itself. So, as and when you wish, you can conclude the first session, sir, so that the participants and you can take a break for 10 minutes and we shall start the next session by 8 p.m., sir.
Thank you. I'm going to conclude in another 5 minutes.
No problem, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thanks,
Please
Professor.
do. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, there is 3 different layers of security: physical security, administrative security, and technical security is there. Okay, I'm going to cover in my next session. Okay, and cyber security types also I'm going to cover, but here I need to give you some details about network security, and because the network security is more important. Okay, and we are going to do some kind of network security, endpoint security, because all your endpoints, your IP address need to be protected. Okay, and cyber security for cloud. Okay, nowadays everybody using cloud, right? AWS cloud or any other cloud. There you need to have cyber security because it is very much important. All most of the company's data, personal data is storing in the cloud, and we are using lot of cloud services like EC2, database, and storage, everything. Okay, and when it comes to practical demo on cyber security, okay, I'm going to conclude by telling this. I will give details later. Okay. Whenever you are into one cyber inside your AWS cloud, okay, you will be having a network, right? Your network should be secured. Okay. First, your VPC level it should be secured. Second, your subnet level it should be secured. Third, your route table level it should be secured. And finally, it should be secured in network connections level. It should be secured, whether it is going to internet gateway or whether it is going to NAT gateway. All the levels. See here, there is different 4 levels of security you are going to do, right? So this is how we are going to secure. So as we have limited time here, and I'm going to cover this topic in my next session. Okay. Thank you for everyone for joining this session.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I request all the participants to take a 10 minutes break and rejoin by 8 p.m. sharp. Thank you. Thank you. Indrani, sir, please stop the recording, sir.